Hello everyone, so in this program we'll be learning how to write a palindrome program in Java. Okay, let us first understand what is a palindrome number or a string. A palindrome number is a number that is the same after reverse. So for example, we have 545, 151. So if you read 545 from right, then it is 545, and if you read it from left, then also it is the same 545, right? So these are nothing but the palindrome numbers. And if you talk about the strings like lol, mom, madam, similar kind of strings, these are also palindrome strings. Okay, now how will be writing palindrome number algorithm? So these are few steps which we'll be following in our program. First, we will get the number to check for palindrome, right? So we'll get the user input, or we will assign the input in the program itself. Then we will hold the number in a temporary variable. We'll reverse the number. We'll compare the temporary number with the reverse number. Okay, so this is nothing but you see, we are using some kind of loop for reversing the number. We will be using some kind of loop, right? And then if both numbers are the same, then we'll print palindrome number, or else we'll print not palindrome number. Okay, the platform which we are going to use is Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Okay, so here I have created the basic Java programs project, and under which I have palindrome number package. Okay, these are two ways to write palindrome number program. So referring to example number 1, the class is the name of the class is example 1, and in this we have our main method. Okay, we have declared some variables by the name, integer variables by the name r, initialize sum is equal to 0, and temp. This is nothing but the temporary variable. Okay, now we have to check whether 454 is a palindrome number or not, right? We are storing the value of 454 in the temporary variable, so we'll write temp is equal to n. Now we have a loop here, while loop, which will check whether n is greater than 0 or not. Since n is equal to 454, which is greater than 0, condition is true, it will come inside, it will evaluate r. R is nothing but the remainder, right? So n% or n modulus 10 will give you the remainder. So firstly, remainder will be 4, right? Sum is equal to, sum was initially 0, so 0 times 10 plus r, it will be nothing but 4 only. Okay, sum is equal to 4. Now n is equal to n divided by 10. It will give you the quotient as 45, right? N is equal to 45. It will again check the condition. Yes, it is true. It will come inside. Remainder will be 5 this time. 45 modulus 10 will give you 5, right? We are not dividing it completely to the decimal digits, because when integer is divided by an integer, the result is an integer. Okay, now sum will be equal to 40. Sum was in earlier assigned as 4, so 4 times 10 is 40, plus remainder is nothing but 5, so 40 plus 5 is 45. N will be equal to n divided by 10, so the quotient will be 4. Now it will again check 4. Yes, condition is true, it will come inside, r is equal to 4. Sum will be equal to 450. Sum was earlier 45, so 450 times 10, 450 plus the remainder is nothing but 4. Okay, 450 plus 4, sum is equal to 454. Now n is equal to 4 divided by 10. Now the quotient will be 0, because you cannot divide 4 by 10, right? Now it will check the condition, n is equal to 0, which is not greater than 0. Condition is false. It will come outside the loop. It will check whether temp is equal to sum or not. So temp was earlier 454 now, and the sum was finally 454. So it will check here. Yes, condition is true. Okay, condition is true. It will print palindrome number. Yes, it will print palindrome number. Okay, let us quickly check whether this is working or not. Okay, we'll quickly execute this program. Okay, I have to execute it again. There must be some mistake, because it is printing palindrome number only. Okay, let me just check it quickly, because while come inside here, temp is equal to some palindrome number or not. 454. Okay, we have already given the number 454. Yes, it is a palindrome number, so it is printing palindrome number. Let me change the number. Let's say 238. Okay, we know that it is not a palindrome number, so let us check whether our program is right or not. I'll execute it. Not a palindrome number, right? Yes, our program is correct. Now we'll look forward for the second way to print to check whether a number or a string is a palindrome number or not. Okay, so here again we have class by the name example2. This is nothing but our main method. Then we are declaring some variables, string variables by the name original and reverse, and we are assigning the reverse value as nothing. Okay, this is the way to initialize a string variable. Now, as you must be remembering that in previous classes, in previous videos, we have learned how to take the input from a user. So with the help of these three statements, you'll be able to retrieve input, whether it be a number or a string, and it will be getting stored in the variable by the name original. Okay, now we have an integer variable by the name length, which will be nothing but original dot length. We are using this method, this function. It is a built-in function of a Java, so we are using this function. What this will do is it will calculate the length. Suppose I want to check whether a string is a palindrome or not. So let's say I take the string as madam, M-A-D-A-M. These are nothing but 5 letters. So it will calculate the length and it will store the value of length in the integer variable. Okay, now we have a for loop here. I is initialized as length minus 1, and it will check whether I is greater than equal to 0 or not. Okay, so yes, the condition is true. I is length minus 1. Let's say we have taken example of madam 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 is greater than 0, right? Condition is true. It will come inside. We are storing the input in a temporary variable now. Okay. One by one, we'll character by character, we will store the string or a number in a temporary variable. Reverse is equal to reverse. Reverse was initially nothing. Okay, no space also. So reverse plus original dot char at I. This means character at I. I is equal to, what was it? 4. Character at 4. M-A-D-A-M. So M. Right? I'll write here M. Now again it will check whether original is original dot equals reverse or not. Okay, but before that it will come, since I haven't used any curly braces here. So what it will do, it will execute, it will consider only first statement. Okay, once it enters the loop, the compiler enters the loop, it will consider only first statement. Then again it will decrement I by 1. So this loop will keep on repeating, and the letters from the back will keep on getting stored in the local variable by the name reverse. So first it was M, then A, D, A, M, right? It is getting stored, and finally when the condition will be false, right? This condition will be false, it will come outside the loop, and it will check whether original dot equals, it is a function, dot equals, dot operator, then equals function, right? So it is comparing whether original is equal to reverse or not. If yes, then the entered string or a number is a palindrome. Otherwise it will jump to the else part and it will execute this statement. Okay, let us quickly check this program whether it is functioning properly or not. Let's say I have entered 2396 932. Okay, let's check it. Okay, yes, entered string or number is a palindrome number. Again I'll check whether a string is a palindrome or not. So I'll enter my name, let's say Manshu. No, it is the entered string or a number isn't a palindrome number. Okay, So I hope this was very much clear, the palindrome technique and the ways through which we can take an integer or strings and check whether they are palindrome or not. Okay. Thank you so much.